everyone, it's Jennifer with Rooted in the Rock, and I've got something dropping from the family branch right now. Hey everyone, welcome to Rooted in the Rock. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome to Car Talks with Jen. Okay, so I kind of toyed around with this the other day, and that one I'm just scrapping. But here's the thing. I have dropped my girls off at their summer dance camp, and I'm all by myself. I don't know what to do with this. I'm like, oh, there's so many things I need to do. There's so many things I could do. What do I even start with? But anyway, I was like, oh, I could get a bunch of filming done, and that would just really make my life easier. But anyway, there was something, though, that I've been wanting to share, especially lately. Oh, dear. Okay, so this is a little something that we do that I've done with my kids since our first one was little. And it is our little, I don't want to say it's our little trick, but it's something that we do to help deal with bedtime fear. Okay, so of course there is, reading Bible verses and quoting Bible verses, things like that. You could, I want to print out, I was thinking little arrow shapes to write I want her to write down certain verses and have them maybe on the wall around her bed or near her bed or something that she can say out loud. Pull them from the Joyce Meyer Purple Book. She actually has my copy. I let her keep it with her, and that is helpful, yes. But I'm actually talking about something else, something additional that we do, that we've done for a long time, and we call it our happy thoughts. Okay, so a lot of Christians, nowadays we get attacked in so many ways, and one of those ways, a lot of you are familiar with the Joyce Meyer book, Battlefield of the Mind. It's really, really great. If you've never heard of it or never read it, I want to encourage anyone, man, woman, teenager. They do have I want to say there was a teen version, if I remember right. I don't remember. I'd have to go back and look. But anyway, it's a really great book and resource. And I mean, it's all true. It's true. We have to take every thought captive and all the things. Anyway, that's not what I'm getting into. But the point is, we don't have to accept all the thoughts, and the enemy will put thoughts in there and try to, hook fears into us. And as a kid at bedtime, I don't know about the rest of you, but I was the same way, where at bedtime I would get scared a lot, just looking at shadows or noises. There was a lot of fear with me at bedtime when I was a kid. And, I would pray and things like that, but I didn't really have anybody teach me anything to do to combat that. It was just a quit bothering me, go to sleep kind of deal at our house, right? So one of the things I came up with my oldest when she was here, I said, we need to not dwell on the fears. I mean, this is good for anybody, really, but especially for kids at bedtime, okay? We need to not dwell on the fears and the negative things. That thought may come in there, but we don't have to think it over and over again. We don't have to hold on to it. We need to we need to discern, okay, is that of God or is that not of God? And if that's not of God, then we don't need to be thinking on those things, right? And so when you're in bed and things are scary, one of the things that the Bible tells us to do is to think on, I'm paraphrasing here, okay, and simplifying the terms, but one of the things that he tells us to do is think on good things, think on things that are holy and good and whatever. So we came up with happy thoughts. So we do our bedtime, good nights and kisses and prayers, and we used to sing songs when they were really little too. But we do all those things. And the last thing before I leave is one of the things to do is come up with our happy thoughts. So I look around the room. Sometimes it'll have something to do with what's going on that day. Sometimes I'll just look and see one of their favorite stuffed animals, and I come up with kind of a person and a place. So like some examples would be, I've done a Panda ice cream shop, and last night was a vacation with Donald, because she had her little Donald Duck stuffy on the end of the bed, and she loves Three Caballeros, so that's one of her favorites. And we've done a lot of them. Cotton candy puppy forest or something like that. Like, it's totally random. We come up with new ones every night. I'm sure on occasion we repeat ones we've done before, but for the most part we come up with new ones every night. And it's, situational. We, if there's something exciting coming up to look forward to, we might incorporate that. But we come up with these happy thoughts, and the girls, the point is to focus on thinking about that, kind of going to your happy place, kind of, similar to going to your happy place or whatever. But it's just something fun and nice to think about, to kind of take you into la la dreamland, right? Like something happy rather than, oh, that shadow in the wall is creepy. And so last night, was particularly rough. We still use our baby monitor kind of like as an intercom. It's my youngest. It's kind of like a security blanket kind of for her. She likes knowing that she can go, "Mommy," and I'm right, I can answer her. So she was having a rough time because our older daughter had told her earlier in the day about a bad dream she had, something about zombies eating her or something crazy. And so my younger one was just freaking herself out, focusing on that negative. And I'm like, you have to not, that was her dream, and zombies aren't real. They don't, anyway, we went through all the things, but all the talks, the thing that usually really helps her get through it is the happy thoughts. Coming up with something fun that she likes, that she can focus on thinking about instead of the negative yuck. And so I just wanted to share that, because I know, no one ever taught me that. That's just something I came up with to help my oldest daughter when she was having trouble. I was like, okay, let's figure out, I'm trying to help them, because I didn't have any help. It was just, go to sleep. There was never any soothing or anything like that. It just, and a lot of people don't think about it, but so that's just, and it works for me too on occasion. If I'm having a hard time sleeping, or I've got, my brain gets wound up and going at night, and sometimes I'll even do that myself, make up my own and just do that myself, just to turn all the extra off, right? Focus on one thing and then go to La La Land. And I'm getting Starbucks. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. If this was helpful, if you liked this, we'll do some more car talks if if it works. But just hit that like button. Let me know if this was good for you, or if there, of course, put in the comments if there's something different that you guys do that's helpful. Share that with everyone, and subscribe to get future content, and I'll see you next time. Here and say nothing. It's fine. Jennifer. Yay! I'm getting myself a chai latte and some egg bites because I can, and I love it.